Well, I done went on and got me some stuff. Hey, let me get you flipped around here. Went on up to the Lowe's. You know, I had that plywood over there that was like 12 sheets. Went on up. Got 50 more. And some more of that insulation there. I got some there in the back. But I'm going to get serious on getting this ceiling done up, get these walls done, get it all painted, and let's see if we can't make this thing look a little nice. And you know, get all 9 of them rascals right there up on there. Get them up on there. When that's done, and like these 2 gallons here, I had them dyed jet black. And then I got 3 more gallons of that white to go with what I had. Let's throw a little bit of that on the walls when it's up. And then like these big old 8-baits right here, I'll do all them. All the 8-baits and the trim that'll go around the doors and everything, that's all going to be black. And even the trim, the X trim and stuff that goes on the doors, I'm going to get that all insulated up. And all that trim will be in black. I tell you what, I think it'll look pretty good. But I just wanted to take a minute and show you. Yeah, it's Tuesday. And I did take yesterday off and the day off. And dang if I ain't about as tired as I've been working. But I'm happy. I'm going to see some progress in here on my shop. But y'all have a good one, and I'll catch you later. Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. David over at Classic Car Revivals. I was out here messing around in the shop. I was like, you know what? I better throw a little something on there, see what I've been doing. As you can tell, I have been up here doing a little bit of the wiring. Everywhere these wires are hanging down, I had to get that all up there so I could get some of them receptacles in there. Wow, that's a lot like work. You're up on top of that stinking 12-foot ladder and you just a wee bit don't like them heights. You're like, no, but you got to get it done. Just saying. But yeah, I've got that run up there, and let's see here. Went on back up, and I got some of these flip-out boxes. Turn that screw right there, it flips that ear out and holds that box in place. Got me some of these black receptacles. Covers. Think that's going to look nice up there. And also, I was like, let's see what that's going to look like. That's going to look pretty good. So now what I got to do is get me 24 of them sheets out here. Get the rolling on them with that black paint and get them painted up. So if you're going to do this stuff and you're going to be putting the plywood up there like that, go ahead and paint it before you cut it and install it. That way a little touch up, you ain't up there trying to roll black paint over your head. Hear me? So I got wire to run. I'm going to have to swap this switch out here and put a 3-gang in there because I'm going to run a wire up and over. Come out over into the other side for the lights back over in the other room. But I was like, I better jump on here, give everybody a little look at it. Them gentlemen's right there, yeah. When you get to measuring out, the whole dang ceiling's just going to be full of them. I think it's going to be, I figured out, 2 foot off of each wall, 19 inches between them rascals when they're up there. It's going to look good. But y'all have a good one, and probably the next time I do another one of these updates, I'll have that ceiling done and them lights up. Might not have the walls done, but I'll have something up there y'all can look at pretty good. But have a good one, and I'll catch you later. Who says Randy won't get something done? And look at it, and at least that project on that sheet's going to get finished. Don't tell nobody, but he finished something. There you go, Randy. I just had to, when I got back from working over there, I was like, you know what, let me stand a couple of them sheets up there and set that light up there. But I just wanted you to see what that's going to look like with that black plywood up there on the ceiling. And man, I can't wait. I got to get some more paint, like, we run out. But thank you, Randy. I really appreciate you coming over and helping out. But I want to take that little video and show you. Now you can get an idea about a whole ceiling full of them up there looking like that on that black paint. It's going to look great. But you have a good one, buddy, and I'll catch you later. I guess before I get to putting up some nailers and some plywood, I haven't done one of them before and afters. So I'm going to just do this right here for a little bit of a look at it. And after we get a little bit of something done, we'll do the after of that, then maybe the after of the wall. Make all that one video for y'all to see where it was and where it is. Y'all have a good one. Whew. We'll tell you a little bit of something. I ain't been messing around. I've been up and down the ladder doing this and doing that. But getting there. That is getting to be a lot like work. That ladder's tall. But I'm going to try to get, I don't know, at least half of it done today. Maybe try to get the other half tomorrow. But I'm going to put this on in there with the updating on getting it up there. Instead of making short ones, I'll throw all these little pieces together on y'all along with. Have a good one. All right, then. Give y'all a little bit more of an update here. It got a little bit of it up there today. I wanted to get more, but between cranking that and going up and down that, it was a lot. But tomorrow I'll get on out here and won't have to be starting in these corners. And I believe that with these straight runs there, I ought to get at least 2/3 of it tomorrow. So figured everybody that on them face pages there that you're looking at me, I'll give you a little bit of, there's some shop update going on. So y'all have a good one, and I'll catch you. Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, in Newcomb's Garage. It's getting pretty late there in the afternoon. I'm going to have to call her quits because I got to get up early in the morning and head up there to Minnesota. Wonder if its neighboring state is Large Soda or Big Gulp. Well, anyhow, I figured I'd give y'all another one of these little shop updates here real quick. Yeah, I got some more of this run out there, but man, it has been a job. But what I wanted to show you was, holy Hannah. This video don't do it justice, but when that thing's 12 feet away from you, against that black up there, man, it looks good. I mean, wow. Yeah, I'm digging on it. But this is a good little update for y'all, and I am going to put together one of them, hey, this is it before and this is an after I get done with it. But I know y'all been watching the progress. I'm going to throw this one out there for you. Have a good one, and I'll catch you later. Hey, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, Chris over at Whiskey Dents. Been tinkering in the shop some more. I didn't get no more plywood up, but I said, you know what, I'm going to throw some lights up, a few more. But I want y'all to tell me what I ought to do. Now, I had measurements. Actually, I had 2 sets. And it wasn't until after I got ready to put the 3rd light up, I said, hey, this ain't working out. I put them up anyhow, because each one of these things has got like 20 screws in it, and I wasn't taking it down. But I'm going to flip it around, and I'm going to tell you what's going on, and y'all can jump in them comments and say, hey, this is what I do. Otherwise, I'm going to make it all the same. Now, this is going to be in perfectly good straight rows here. And what happened is I was supposed to have come 2 foot off the wall and 26 inches between them. And I had it in my head on the first measurements that I made. I said, well, it's got to be 30 inches between them. So that's what I done there. Then when I got over here, I was like, nah, I ain't going to be right off the wall. So I just went ahead and halved it up right there. This one should have been over that way. They should be 26 inches between them there. But y'all let me know, what would you do? Just go ahead and make them all the same? Or these next two rows, just go ahead and do them right and let that first row there be a conversation piece. Y'all don't be saying on that, and I know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to match it up.
That's what I would do.
So, but y'all let me know. Mama's standing over at the door. She's like, yeah, that's what I'd do. Y'all let me know in the comments, and I'll catch you later. Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen at Hanlon's Garage. I hope y'all having an awesome day. It's a B star date 2025.902. Just saying. But I was going to show y'all a little bit of what I got done last night. Let me get walked over here. Everything from this light right here, all that plywood run over to there, back down to here, and that last run right there, I got all of it, but these last 3 sheets, I'm going to tell you what, it took a minute or 23. Hear me? What I'm going to do is I'm going to get out here today and get those up. Let me see if I can zoom in on that for you. See them bolts there coming through them 8x8s? Well, what I'm going to do with them is I'm going to get up there with the Ziz wheel or the torch, probably the Ziz wheel. Get them rascals cut off all the way around. So when I get up there and do the painting on it, see, that's going to be all black. Cut off down to the nut there, you probably ain't even going to notice it's up there. But I tell you what, I am about glad to be to the end of this thing, because of getting up and down that ladder. Yeah, that rascal right there is, and cranking that rascal right there up, it's a job. So what I'll do is probably later on this evening, because it's going to be an all-day job, just getting that up there and getting these other 5 lights hung up. I mean, it's going to be big. But I may throw y'all another one up there this evening and just let you have a look at it. You know, just say it. You might want to see it, you might not. If you don't, you can just click on through. But y'all have a good one, and I'll catch you later. All right, then. It has been a minute. And some work. I believe I need to get a little visit from my old Indian buddy, 10 Beers. You know what I'm saying? And do that Yoda thing. Drink them you must. But before I do, I'm going to flip you around here. Yeah. Yep. Finally. They are all up there. And I just went ahead and matched up. I mean, and I'm going to tell you what, it looks good. I don't care where you look at it from. I'm going to try to get back here in this corner. Man, it's got it lit up in here like you would not believe. But I told y'all I'd drop you a little short one there this evening. When I got done, I mean, I'm beat. But y'all have a good one, and I'll catch you later. Hey, I'm telling you, I'd like to get out here in the shop today and get a little work done. I got to pull a UG cable out here so I can have some power for that big air compressor back there. But I'm going to tell you, it done got hotter than a bad wheel bearing on the minivan. You hear me? Got me sweating like a politician on the polygraph. So what I might do is just go kick back there for a minute or 23, get something cool to drink, sneak on back out here on this project later. But y'all have a good one, and I'll catch you later. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and Grandma Vic, how you doing? I've been in here doing some cleaning at it. I haven't got any painting started yet on that plywood that's got to go up. But I was like, you know what? I've been working on it every evening and everything. I got to clean up a little bit before I continue. Let me flip you around. But I managed to get her cleared up a little bit and cleaned up. But it's still going to be messy and disorganized and everything. But now maybe you can get a little better look on just how it's coming along. I mean, man, when it's done up now, maybe now you might be able to tell with like when the plywood's white and those 8x8s are black. That header up there, I'm gonna paint it black on both sides. Daryl over at No Art Customs like, that's gonna help with that issue you had, and he's right, it will. But I was also thinking too, I slid this thing over here against the wall, and I put these fingers down on it, and I was like, man, if that thing was set still, I could crank it up, but then, looky there. They thought of that. You shove that mug right over against the wall, push it in tight, put your foot against that, pull back a little bit, it kicks them fingers on out against the wall, and it will hold them right there against it. So I'm going to be able to crank that plywood up there and just shove it off onto the other piece, and I believe I'm going to be okay. It sure beats carrying it up and down that ladder. But like over on the other end, up there on the top, see that's another full sheet wide and then like a 1 foot piece that goes up there. So that's 13 feet, but I'll get it. And man, I tell you, it's some work. You know, I'm like, man, why did I make such a high ceiling? But you know, when it's done, it's going to be worth it. But y'all have a good day, and I'll catch you later. Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Big Randy over at Never Done Projects. Buddy, your place is looking good over there. All that clearing you're doing a good job. But just wanted to jump on here and show you a little paint. So I'm on it. It's going to take 14 sheets to get all this top row done around, all painted up. But I have figured out that 1 gallon of paint will do 3 coats on 5 sheets. So guess what? I'm going back to Lowe's and get another 10 gallons of white paint because them other 3 gallons ain't, yeah. A lot of plywood in here. But y'all have a good one, and I'll catch you later. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and Elon. Keep on banging away with that Starship, buddy. You're going to get her figured out. I mean, you're getting there. But I just want to give you a holler, let you know it is Saturday, old birthday. And my son Bob and I went out, played a little golf, had a good time, went and ate a steak. Good old times. Now, I was going to go work after that, but I was like, you know what? I'm just going to take the rest of the day off. I'll work tomorrow. Those of y'all that know me, I imagine some of you are shocked and had to sit down. But yeah, I was like, you know what? I ain't going to do nothing. Going to go in and eat a bowl of ice cream a little bit. But I wanted to show you, I did get the rest of them 14 sheets of that plywood painted white so I could get it up. But I did learn something, and I don't know what the difference is, but I learned that the plywood that has this blue edge compared to the sheets of plywood that has this green edge, I don't know what the deal is, but the ones with the green edge on them paint up pretty good in 3 coats. But those with the blue edge, they suck it in there like right now. I mean, it took a lot of paint to get them, but I had enough. But that tells me that, but I think all this stuff that I've already got up, those all green edge paint, so it'll probably paint up pretty good. But I want to let you know it's going to be Monday because tomorrow I got to get over to my customers and really get it done. But Monday I plan on getting in here and getting this whole top band up so the plywood will be done. But y'all have a good one, and I'll catch you later. Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and TJ Bach Chevy down in Bama. You keep banging away at it, buddy. You're doing a good job. But wanted to get on here and let you know I did not get hardly much done in here yesterday, Monday, day off. By the time I got out here, phone started, hey, we need y'all to, you need to come on over here. We got an emergency. My day off. But, you know, you got to do what you got to do sometimes, but I'll get you flipped around here. I did manage to get a few pieces up. She's getting there. Today I am going to try my best to get it on around there. But I'm going to tell you what, that thing right there, yeah, it helps. But my goodness, you about got to be a rocket scientist to figure out how to get that angle right when you get that thing up against the wall. I did figure out if you don't run it all the way up to where you just shove it off on that edge, but get it up there where you can tilt the top over and then shove it up, you can get it in there. But it beats carrying it up the ladder. But hopefully by the end of the day, I will have a heck of a lot more up there. Let me flip it back around. As you can see, I did get those cut off. They were like these over here. Had them big anchor bolts that come through them 8x8s. But I'll get this side over here all cut off too. And I actually did have to tighten them a little bit. Over the years of being up there and all that pressure treated stuff drying out, they needed a little snugging before I took the Zizwell and cut them off. I'm going to tell you what, it's still a lot more work because, you know, even after I get all the plywood up and I get that painted and I get the post painted, I still got to do all the trim work up there around where it's notched out. And then, like right in here beside each post, I've decided I'm going to go ahead and put a bed molding in there too. Because there's going to be some of them, these posts over the years have twisted a little bit, and then the back sides of them has got some spots in them. It's going to leave gaps. And I was debating on whether to do it or not, but I'm going to. Well, y'all have a good one, and I'll catch you later. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Grand Pedo Vic, how are you, buddy? Finally, all 65 sheets are up. Yep. Finally got her all done up. Got her, now all I got to do is get her prepped for paint, get the tiki bar built in that corner. But got to get the trim pieces made up there. That's what them long black pieces of plywood that are cut off. I'll use those, make those pieces go around the ceiling and get it prepped. You know, I got a few little spots. There's like 3 places in the plywood. I'm like, yeah, I believe I'm going to go ahead and caulk that. And then up there around, I'll put up there around where the bolt heads where I had a notch for them. I'm going to caulk all that up. But, man, at least it ain't going to be crank that drywall jack and run up and down that ladder with that air gun, you know what I mean? Now it's going to be, got a little electric nailer I can put that trim up with. I got to go get, I think it's 24 12-foot pieces of bed molding and like 16 pieces of the door trim and molding for that. Then I'll get that trim up there and get it prepped. And I might do another one after I paint. I'm not sure, but I'm going to do something special that I just don't want to let you know about. I want to kind of fling it on you when I'm done. And see, I think you're going to like it. But, man, it's come a long ways. And I did take one little video of it before, I think. So it's going to be a good before and after. But y'all have a great day, and I'll catch you later. Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and Tanya from More Mac Projects. How are you today? I've been working on it, and I knew I said I wasn't going to make another update until all the painting was done, but it's just been a lot of work. But I've got a little something done, and I figured I'd show it to you. Let me get you flipped around. Yeah, that tiki bar is roughed in, and I got that header all painted up, the trim done up there. Let's see. So you can see, and that's just using the plywood and trimming it up and then getting it painted. But there is a lot more to be done. And see this right here, that's the thatch that's going to go up on it. Now, I've got one more rafter I got to put in up there, and then that's all going to get painted black, and then that thatch will go on top of it. And then I got some ideas for some really cool lighting, but I went ahead and put a piece of this. Here you go. This is what the top's going to look like. Of course, I got to cut those pieces where it goes around with a diamond blade, but it's a lot of work. You wouldn't believe that just building this bar section right here, that's 2 full days of work. That and getting let me get you back. That and getting this up here. I mean, it's going to be nice. See, all this is going to be black with that thatch on it. Yeah, I don't know if you're going to be able to tell it till after I get it done or not, but man, what a view it's going to be from back here. I just, man, I'm loving it. But see, there you can see these trim pieces. I was going to do bed molding, but my goodness, they lost their mind on the price of bed molding. I was like, no, it'll get 1x2s. Now, that's going to look good. But I wanted to give you a little something because it has been, and I have been working on it. I mean, no dragging of the feet, but it's getting there. Hopefully by the end of the day, I'll have this bar painted, and I'll have the trim facing on the front and everything, and I'll try to get you a little something else. Y'all have a good day, and I'll catch you later. Okay then. All the rafters are done, painted. I've got the bottom of the roughed in bar painted into black. And yeah, as you can see, it's all painted in there, everywhere. It kind of don't look bad up there just like that, with just a frame. But we're gonna get the thatch on it. Figured I'd give you a sneak peek. Now that that's all painted, I can start cutting that marble top. So I'll catch y'all later. Well, I got just a little bit more done. I'm going to start on the thatch. It's over there here shortly. I just wanted to let you know I got the trim on around the top of that thing, and I got this top cut, got it in place. That was a lot like work, but yeah. I mean, man, I tell you what, it's from back here. That's going to be a pretty good view, I think. I think I'm going to put that 65 back there, not over here. But I keep plugging away at it, and I'm going to tell you what, that was some tough cutting on that one. All you got is, let me show you what I cut it with. Yeah. A handheld battery operated skill saw. I went and bought it because it had the small arbor, so I could use that little diamond blade right there. That was a job. But there's another little update for you. Y'all have a good one, and I'll catch you later. All right, then. The thatch is on there. Man, that was a lot of work. A lot more than what I thought it was going to be. But it is slowly getting there. I still got to trim out the bar, and I've got to get this trim painted here. We get on around here. I got to grout the tile up there too. And in here I got to build the shelves and get all this painted black, and all this trim's going to get done in gloss white. But you're starting to get an idea. She's not going to be too bad. And from my point of view, where I'm going to be sitting back here, yeah, I'm liking it. But the lighting that I have in mind for in there, and what I'm going to do, because I'm going to have like just a little let you know for main lights off kind of lighting that's going to be in here. and something else that I'm going to do that I think you'll like. But it's almost there, working on it. But I got to get all this painted white and get this door made here. Get both of the outside doors there painted black and trimmed out. And I got to build out these doors yet, finish them up. But and then all that trim that goes around all these posts and up there at the top, there's just a lot more to do. And then like where that wiring is, anywhere you see that, I'm going to box it out and have it all, you won't see nothing. And it's going to be pretty good. And I actually did have Mama's car in here a little while ago. If you don't think I'm going to work in the shop, it's going to get worked in. It's just going to be a nice work spot. And it was nice having plenty of light. But it's another update for you. Y'all have a good one, and I'll catch you later. Well, good morning, everybody. And Nelson Mattoon, you know who you are. I got a little bit more done. Let me flip. All right. I know I haven't done a lot, but I got this grouting done up here. And speaking as the tile guy, I'll have to admit, I done my best to keep it off the trim, but I got it everywhere. I mean, but as you can see, there's only so much you can do not to get it on it. That stuff, it just gets all over everything. But you know what? The painter is just going to have to get over it. Now, I know he's going to be madder than the ex-wife that's just been denied alimony, but I tried. He's going to have to deal with it. But I know the guy. He can do more with the feather and scotch tape than most people can with the real stuff. You know what I'm saying? I got another thing done here. I got these lights up. And, well, here, let me turn them on for you. Let's see. I think it's this one. Yep. On. There you go. I got this little remote that you can brighten them and dim them, turn them off, turn them on. There's more lights going in here. Let me get around here. I got another little remote. But I was going to do a video for you guys with these things on, but man, the phone just makes them look way brighter than they really are. Hang on. That's this remote. It'll do all these colors. I mean, a bunch of them. Let's see if I can get you up under there. There we go. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out here at night. And you can dim them way down, but even way down low on dim, it still shows up bright on the phone. But there's got to be a way to make the phone not do that. But let me flip you back around. On every one of these posts along We'll have one at 30 inches. Well, I'll throw that on you some other time. That's going to be a secret thing. Just some things I think is going to be nice, and I don't want to show them all at one time. But after I get this bar done, my next project's going to be to get them doors built out and dressed out. But this is a little bit more of an update for you. So y'all have a good one, and I'll catch you later. All right, I'm going to throw this one at you. It ain't done, but I believe it's as done as I'm going to do it, other than a few little lights. But I'm going to tell you, that dang tile guy, he really upset the painter, but he got on it a little bit. Let me flip you around here. I'm going to tell you, recoating all that black, getting the trim on it, and this was, even on the can, it says it's high gloss, high sheen, but no, nowhere near it. But, you know, it's white. It looks okay. I got the grout sanded all out of the joints best I could. But I don't think it looks too terribly bad. And let's get in here. And I did go ahead and get all the black done in here, and I got that shelf done for the wine cooler. But overall, I'm pretty well pleased with it. All but the grout. When the grout dried up, it sucked in. But I tell you what, I don't think I'm going to mess with it. I mean, it looks, in my opinion, pretty good. So I'm going to call this done, and I'm going to get on to painting the rest of the shop, getting the trim up, and get them doors back there done. That'll be, it ain't hard work, but it's something that you can look at and be, wow, he got something done, but it's painting. But I still got to box out all them cables and everything yet. But just thought I'd give you this one real quick, because she's coming along, and y'all let me know. Throw a comment out there, even if it's upside down. I think the bar's done enough. So y'all have a good one, and I'll catch you later. Well, it's been a minute. After I got done with work today, I got on in here in the shop, got a little bit more done. Let me flip you on around. Yeah. Got that header, all these posts painted. Let me get on over here for you. Got this all boxed in around where you used to be able to see the cables. Just simple little 1x2 plywood boxes, but ended up not looking too bad. It's going to be all right. Now all I got to do is tomorrow after work, try to get in here and get this white cut in with the brush where I can get it rolling. I get this white done, I might not get the windows painted in that glossier paint. And by the way, when that did dry on the bar over there, it did gloss it up some. But I did figure out that these lights up here hit it so many different directions that when the sun shines on it, it glosses up. But it's going to be pretty good. But just figured I'd show you that real quick. Y'all have a good one, and I'll catch you later. Y'all want to hear something funnier than a bag full of drunken leprechauns? Here, let me flip you around. Now, mind you, I took the time and cut all this in with a brush. I mean, it took a long time. But I'm going to tell you what. Look at that. I hit more posts than a Friday night drunk in a gas station parking lot. You hear me? Yeah, that black is going to need more touch up than a Hollywood actress. I mean, it just, yeah. But I'm getting on it. But that's okay, because all this trim right here yet, and all of them 1x2s and 2x2s has got to get painted black, because that goes up in around by all the posts. Make the cable tray for around that door. So I'm going to have some black to touch up with. But I tell you what, man, getting that paint in here really done something for it. But I got to get, then I can start on these doors and get them done like I want them. But it's almost too bright in here. But my goodness. Figured I'd just jump this one out here for you real quick. And but we working on it. I mean, every evening I can get in here, I'm on it. And I have got a pretty good idea of something I want to do. And I've been scratching my head. That porcelain on that bar it wasn't cheap. And I got some nice pieces left over. But I got an idea for it I think you're going to like. I just need to know about how tall I need to make it, bar height or table height. But I got an idea. But y'all have a good one. And I probably won't throw you another one out there until I get a little bit further along, because I'm going to have to put this other lighting in and everything like I want it. I'll probably do it after I get the doors done and get these doors here painted black and get the trim on them. But then it's really going to look like something. Y'all have a good evening, and I'll catch you later. Well, good evening, everybody. And Big Randy over at Never Done Projects. I am beat. Man, it's been a couple of days to get after it. But I finally got the big doors done. I don't have the little ones painted yet, but I'm telling you, I'll just show you. There. Let me get back here a little bit. That's what they end up looking like. But man, I'm going to tell you what you guys don't know is there is 40 pieces of 1x2 and 20 2x2s in them doors to have them framed out and trimmed to get the panels in there. On top of all the painting that you got to do before you frame it, and it's just a lot, but I think it was worth it. And I ain't kidding you, I have been waiting a long time for that to have it. I've always known that's what it would look like, but wow, what a lot of work. Thank God it's done. But I want to show you this. Now, what I had in mind originally was I was going to make 2 small hexagon tables. But by the time you cut it up, they'd be so small, and I don't want to waste it. So what I was thinking was just make a table like that, dress it out like the bar, but it won't be all closed in on the bottom. It'll just have legs on it. But what do y'all think? Build it like that and put it over here by the window over here. Have a place to sit in the morning, drink coffee, and just look out the window. You know what I mean? But y'all figure on it. Drop me a comment. That's what I'm going to do, but I don't want to waste a whole lot on making them little tables. Y'all have a good evening, and I'll catch you later. Morning, everybody. Well, it's getting closer. I mean, I can almost see the end. I did go ahead and get the doors done up and trimmed. Got those windows painted and trimmed up. Went ahead and painted that fake doorway right there where it's going to be. But man, I want to tell you, it's been a job. But if I've got it in my head right, and 1x4s right there are going to be for baseboard. I wasn't going to base it out, but it's going to be a minute before I get the epoxy on the floors and get the mini split up. 2x4s, to build that door right there. And yep, 38 more of these Wombatoots. That's going to be, all that's going to get painted black in the Wombatoots for finally get the trim done on all the posts and everything, and then we're going to call it done for a minute. I am ready to get it cleaned up in here, and I still got to put what lights up that I have. I've got some ordered, but I think it's like a half a dozen more, but I'll have enough for you to get an idea of what I had in mind. But y'all have a good one, and I'll catch you later. Well, good evening, everybody. And Rusty, it's been a minute, and I've been working on it. It ain't done, but I think other than some touch-up, it's about as done as it's going to get for a minute, other than I got an idea for the floor. Actually, Mama had the idea for the floor, and I think I'm going to do it. But let me flip you around. Yeah. It's all based out, trimmed up. And I did get this little table built right here. It didn't turn out too bad. I kind of like it. I was just going to do 2 before legs, but then I was like, no, it's got to match everything else. 30 pieces of trim later, it looks pretty good. But it's getting there. I am happy with it. For a pole barn, I don't think you can ask for much better. But looky here. Uh-oh. See, and those lights are not that bright. I wish I knew how to make the phone not make them show up like that. I mean, like, even back here in the bar, you barely see that lighting, but maybe if I get in there in the light and look back out. But, boy, even that light blue in that wine cooler is, well, no, it's not going to help. I mean, it is a really, really nice, soft glow. Because I've got them turned all the way down on low. I mean, all the way up on bright, it's not even that bright. But let me get back over to the light switch. But it really looks good. I don't know how to filter the phone to make it look like what I'm seeing, but it's a nice, soft little glow. And when I put that black, it's called black ice. It's an indoor-outdoor carpet my wife was telling me about, and it looks good. It ain't that plastic-looking crap. It's about $700 for it, but how I can put it down, cut it in place, and then when I bring cars in, I can just roll it up, put it in the back room. But this is your update. Y'all have a good one. Well, good afternoon, everybody. And at Jude, 1989, how are you? I've been tinkering in the shop some more, and I got a couple of shelves done and some things up. Yeah, it's getting there. Made that's what I'm going to call my top shelf. So that's where the good stuff will go. But I want to show you something. Oh, while I'm thinking about it, this is the carpet. It looks a little gray on the camera, but it's black ice. I get that rolled out in here. It's 12 foot wide, so I need 60 foot for inside. Put that in, cut it in place around these posts. It'll look nice. If they want to do the cars, I'll just roll it up and put it in the back. But look at here. Mama made me some signs. Isn't that cool? It's some kind of ink sublimation. I'm digging it. And she also made me a bar towel. She told me just figure out what I want, and she'll make it for. I forgot we bought them machines and stuff. She can do all kinds of stuff. She can do that ink printing on coffee mugs. I might have her make me some mugs and stuff like that. But I wanted you guys to see that I have put some things in out here, and man, the shop is really. I'm happy. It looks great. But y'all give me a few more weeks, and I'm not sure if I want to go ahead and hit that carpet like right now or wait a minute. But I know we got something that's going to be going on here first part of December that I may have to go ahead and have it in like full theater mode with the carpet down. I'm going to put some theater seating in here, but I wasn't wanting to do it until I had the paint booth done because I got to have somewhere to store that stuff when I'm not using it and I've got cars in the shop. Well, y'all have a good day, and I'll catch you later. Well, all right then. What y'all don't know is I just got back from getting the carpet after doing y'all that little video there on the screen on the doors. Yeah. 2 30-foot rolls of that black ice carpet. And then I was like, you know what? You got to have an area road. Just saying, something to go kind of in the middle. But here shortly, I'm going to get y'all set up on something, and I'm going to try to do that time-lapse, hyperlapse video, get it done. And y'all can watch. For me, it's going to take a long time, but probably on that high-speed operation on the camera, it's going to take a matter of minutes. So y'all have a good one, and I'll catch you later. Yeah, man. For me, that was like a little over 4 hours. For you guys, it was like 5 or 6 or 7 minutes. But yeah, I gotta get in here and get the rest of these reclining and massaging sofa chairs down up. But it's down. It's cut in place. I'm going to tell you what, that was almost a lot like work. But I'm going to get these sofas unboxed, get them together, get them all arranged up around in here, and I got to go in and get the pedestal for the projector and all that, but I'll bring y'all back here in a little bit, just after I get it set up. I'll see y'all in a little bit. All right, everybody. It has been a long day, but I'll flip this thing around and let y'all see a little something. Yeah. Finally got her. Got all this carpet down. Got this thing in theater mode. And I just figured I'd make a little snippet right here. I'm going to put together a longer video of doing the carpet. I've done it in time lapse. But yeah, it's set up and ready to go now for the weekend through Monday, because everybody just wants to stay here, and they ain't undecided this is going to be the hangout place, the whole wedding party. But y'all have a good one, and I'll catch you later. All right, everybody. I'm going to flip this thing around. I'm going to turn these lights off back here, give you an idea what it looks like in theater mode. Now, mind you, these lights aren't as bright as they show up on the phone, but it looks really cool. Got the screen all lit up, projector going on. But if I could just make it look as soft as it is in person, but I don't know how to make it do it. Hold your eyeballs. I'm going to turn the light on for a second. Boom. Here.
Where'd my movie go?
Just hang on. The movie will be right back. I'm just trying to show everybody that what we got going on here, and then I'm going to go back over and yeah, them lights on there. Everything just disappears. And now y'all got an idea of what it looks like. It's pretty nice, but I wish that wow, get some light. You can't even see me now. As soon as I get it figured out how y'all can see it the way I see it, but it looks nice. Y'all have a good one, and I'll catch you later. Well, you seen it. And especially with the lights, I done figured out I'm never going to filter the phone, but for y'all to see the theater lighting like it really is. But it looks really cool in here. But I did decide one thing. That's a 5.5 by like 9'6", something like that. But and it shows pretty good, but it's a screen so old that I got to do something different. I mean, the movie show's good on it, and but I tell you what, I'm going to plan a get together one day for all you guys to come down. We'll set it up just like this in theater mode. Maybe have a few tables and stuff for everybody to kind of enjoy the place a little bit. It's been a lot of hard work, but I'm going to tell you something. It's really been worth it. And over here, it'll be here today. Mama ordered it last night online. Just went on ahead and got the no crease and all that crap. It's a 12-foot 6-inch silver screen, and I think I do that. I'm going to move that projector all the way up, put it on a stand behind all the theater seating, and it'll be really good. I am out of time. I mean, the wedding is tomorrow, and the hanging out will be happening after that. I think they're going way off somewhere after Monday. I guess it'll be Tuesday or Wednesday, but all the wedding party's going to be here hanging out, just having a good time, chilling before everybody goes back home. Some people, I think there's people flying back to like Denmark and Australia. They're coming from everywhere. But hope y'all enjoyed this time-lapse video. Get this carpet down and finish getting it prepped. Now, I got a lot of cleaning up to do in here. I got to get the bar all cleaned back up. All the theater lighting, I got to get all those charged back up. And I'm going to add 6 more. I think I'm going to double up like these end ones. I'm going to do it on every post. But y'all have a great, blessed day, and I'll see you later.